Hey y'all, it's me, Shelly, and whew, it's been a long week. Okay, so I made a couple of talking points because it's been such a long week, and I just needed something to guide what I want to talk about. Um, I think this week has drained me just like last week. I've been drained so far in March, and I'm trying not to sit in that, right? I'm trying to push and I'm trying to get through. But I'm living for the weekends. I've noticed that. I've noticed that I'm living to get to the weekend, but then the work week start over again and I'm just like, dang, I gotta go back to work. I have been balancing a lot. Work, personal, and emotional. So I'm trying not to burn out and put too much on my plate, but my plate is piling up, right? So of course I got work. This week we had the last few months, honestly, we have been pushing towards the deadline, which we're close. We're almost there. So that's good. That's work, right? Putting that to the side. I've been taking off a lot because I'm trying not to burn out. But on top of that, I'm planning my mom's 60th birthday, which I'm super excited for. She, for as long as I've been alive, she's never really been celebrated properly. And I think because I'm an adult now and I have the funds and resources, I want to throw her a proper party. And I want her to receive her flowers and to know that she's loved. So I'm super excited to plan that. I'm planning it with my brothers, but honestly, I'm planning it. Of course, they're trying to help and stuff, but I'm really pushing them. Like, hey, you guys, we gotta start because these months are flying by, right? Like the party's supposed to be in July, and the months are gonna fly by. So I'm trying to take control of that and plan it and give her the party that she deserves. So that's gonna be fun, and yeah, it's a little bit stressful behind the scenes, but for the most part, I throw great parties. So that's why I'm super excited that I'm leading it because, first of all, I've thrown multiple parties so far. Of course, with my friends, right? Like nothing too big, but I think this is going to be one of the bigger parties that I've thrown besides my wedding, of course. But it's gonna be nice. Definitely gonna be nice. I gotta figure out how I want to do the decorations and stuff, but I want it to be something that my mom's like overwhelmed by, and I feel like she's already just gonna be overwhelmed by the love that she receives in general. And then yeah, back to trying not to burn out. I'm trying to incorporate breaks, right? Like I've noticed that I go to work. Well, I've been noticed this. That I go to work and then I'm in the office and I'm just working. So I'm trying to incorporate me getting up, stop looking at the monitor, go for a walk around campus, and then get back to work because overworking is definitely a problem. And honestly, just taking days off for like mental health is definitely important. I think I've done this week. I actually took off twice, 3 times. I don't know. I took off a couple different times. One was for mental health. I went to work. I got some stuff done, and I was like, I can't do this. I gotta go. I wasn't feeling good. I had to go. So that was my mental health day. And then I took off for my husband's birthday because I wanted to go shopping and get him the things that he need and the gifts and the cakes and stuff, so I can have that ready for by the time he get off of school. So I took off that, and then the next day I had a flat tire. So that was interesting because I was like, okay, now I got a flat tire, so I gotta go. Well, we was waiting for the tires in general, but had to go get that taken care of and an oil change. So car's good. But yeah, I think this week has really got me excited for just future events, right? Like, I'm super excited to gather with my family. I'm super excited to bring everybody together because it's been too long. And I'm excited to celebrate my mom. And I'm just grateful for the ability to do that. And I know ah, times of times have changed, and times is hard, but to find joyous moments in today, or joyous moments this week, has definitely kept my spirits up. Because I don't know, I try not to focus on the things that are happening in the world, because it's so much and it can be overpowering. But at the same time, of course, ignorance is bliss, and I'm not trying to live in ignorance. So trying to stay in tune on what's happening in the world, but don't let that deteriorate your mental health. Because I remember back in the day when I was in college, first off, I was homesick at this point, and then on top of that, I I was fearful. Well, anxious. I was anxious, and with that, turn this because the sun is setting. But I was anxious, and it was bad. It was bad. Because I was so hyper focused on what was happening in the world, I couldn't focus in school, in class, or just on a lot of stuff. So I'm trying not to do that now with the state of the world, and just stay prayed up, of course. You know, God has definitely been keeping me, and I've been leaning on my husband to be like, you see what's happening? But yeah, just trying to share the love and to enjoy my family while I still can, and while they're still here, and while we all are still here. Just being grateful in the fact that today's a new day and I still have breath in my lungs, and using that to spread love. So I think that is like one of the highlights of this week that I'm excited for. And just like, yeah, excited to relax. Try to take my mind off of things this evening, this weekend, and slowly, get stuff in order. My hair is definitely number one priority, but I also have to take my other car. So I'm switching cars with my husband, so I could take the car to go get that serviced. So more money, right? So yeah, just trying not to look at the bank account too much either. But yeah, the Lord has definitely been good. He's definitely been keeping us. So just so thankful for that, and ready to wind down. So thank you for staying tuned on this Shelly's Diary. I'll probably call it that. But thank you for staying tuned, and I'll catch you in the next one. And I hope you guys enjoy your evening or day, wherever you are. All right, bye.